Alright, hey everybody, welcome to another After We Collided movie video. Now today's video is talking all about the post-production process, because one of the big things that a lot of people have asked is hey, now that filming is over, what happens now? So today we're going to be talking about the post-production process. And post-production includes all stages of production occurring after shooting or recording individual program segments. Now there are several processes to the post-production, so let's go ahead and start with the film editing. Post-production editing may be summarized by three distinct phases commonly referred to as the editor's cut, the director's cut, and the final cut. There are several editing stages, and the editor's cut is the first. An editor's cut, sometimes referred to as the assembly cut or the rough cut, is normally the first pass of what the final film will be when it reaches picture lock. The film editor usually starts working while principal photography starts. Sometimes prior to cutting, the editor and the director will have seen and discussed dailies, which is also known as raw footage shot each day, as shooting progresses. As production schedules have shortened over the years, this co-viewing happens less often. Screening dailies gives the editor a general idea of the director's intentions. Because it is the first pass, the editor's cut, which is also known as the assembly cut, will be a lot longer than the final film. The editor continues to refine the cut while shooting continues, and often the entire editing process goes on for many months and sometimes for more than a year depending on the film. When shooting is finished, the director can then turn his or her full attention to collaborating with the editor and further refining the cut of the film. This is the time that is set aside where the film's editor first cut is molded to fit the director's vision. In the United States, under the rules of the Directors Guild of America, directors receive a minimum of 10 weeks after completion of principal photography to prepare their first cut. While collaborating on what is referred to as the director's cut, the director and editor go over the entire movie in great detail. Scenes and shots are reordered, removed, shortened, and otherwise tweaked. Often it is discovered that there are plot holes, missing shots, or even missing segments which might require that new scenes be filmed. This is when the film might go into reshoots. Because of this time working closely and collaborating, a period that is normally far longer and more intricately detailed than the entire preceding film production, many editors and directors form a unique artistic bond. Often after the director has had their chance to oversee a cut, the subsequent cuts are then supervised by one or more producers who represent the production company or the movie studio. There have been several conflicts in the past between the director and the studio, sometimes leading to the use of the Alan Smithee credit, signifying when a director no longer wants to be associated with the final release. And given how smoothly everything has run with After We Collided, there is absolutely no chance of that happening. It seems like everybody got along great, so fingers crossed that continues to happen. Now, the post-production, is pretty much broken down into several processes. Now, the different processes typically include the video editing of the picture, of using an edit decision list, writing, re-recording, and editing the soundtrack, adding visual special effects, mainly computer-generated imagery, aka CGI, and digital copy from which release prints will be made, although this may be made obsolete by digital cinema technology. Sound design, sound effects, ADR, Foley, and music culminating in a process known as sound re-recording or mixing with professional audio equipment. Transfer of the color motion picture film to video or DPX with a Telscene and color grading correction. Yeah, this is just a process known as like the color correction. Now, the post-production process of a film can actually take a lot longer than the actual shooting of the film itself and can take several months to complete because it includes the complete editing, color correction, and the addition of music and sound. The process of editing a movie is also seen as the second directing because through post-production, it is possible to change the intention of the movie. Furthermore, through the use of color grading tools and the addition of music and sound, the atmosphere of the movie can be heavily influenced. For instance, a blue-tinted movie is associated with a cold atmosphere, and the choice of music and sound increase the effects of the shown scenes to the audience. Now, let's go over some of the words that I just used, because I'm sure that some of y'all might be wondering, like, hey, what does this word mean? All right, so let's talk about ADR first. Now, ADR is known as automated dialogue replacement. It is the process of re-recording dialogue by the original actor after the film process to improve audio quality or reflect dialogue changes, also known as looping or a looping session. In India, the process is simply known as dubbing, while in the UK, it is also called post-synchronization or post-sync. The insertion of a voice actor's performance for animation, such as computer-generated imagery or animated cartoons, is often referred to as ADR, although it generally does not replace existing dialogue. Now, the ADR process may be used to remove extraneous sounds such as production equipment, noise, traffic, wind, or other undesirable sounds from the environment, change the original lines recorded on set to clarify context, improve diction or correct an accent, improve comedic timing or dramatic timing, correct technical issues with synchronization, use a studio quality singing performance, or provide a voice double for actors who are poor vocalists. We don't need that. Add or remove content for legal purposes, such as removing an unauthorized trademark name, add or remove a product placement, correct a misspoken line not caught during filming, replace foul language for TV broadcasts of a movie or other program. In conventional film productions, a production sound mixer records dialogue during filming. During post-production, a supervising sound editor, or ADR supervisor, reviews all of the dialogue in the film and decides which lines must be re-recorded. ADR is recorded during an ADR session, which takes place in a specialized sound studio. The actor, usually the original actor from the set, views the scene with the original sound and then attempts to recreate the performance. Over the course of multiple takes, the actor performs the lines while watching the scene. The most suitable take becomes the final version. The ADR process does not always take place in a post-production studio. The process may be recorded on location with mobile equipment. ADR can also be recorded without showing the actor the image they must match, but by having them listen to the performance, since some actors believe watching themselves act can degrade subsequent performances. Now, another word that I used describing the different processes is the Foley. Now, the Foley, which is named after sound effects artist Jack Foley, is the reproduction of everyday sound effects that are added to film, video, and other media in post-production to enhance audio qualities. These reproduced sounds can be anything from the swishing of clothing and footsteps to squeaky doors and broken glass. The best Foley art is so well integrated into a film that it goes completely unnoticed by the audience. It helps to create a sense of reality within a scene, and without these crucial background noises, movies feel unnaturally quiet and uncomfortable. Foley artists recreate the realistic ambient sounds that the film portrays. The props and sets of a film often do not react the same way acoustically as their real-life counterparts. Foley sounds are used to enhance the auditory experience of the movie. Foley can be used also to cover up unwanted sounds captured on the set of a movie during filming, such as overflying airplanes or passing traffic. Now, just to kind of go a little bit deeper into this, do y'all remember that video that Dylan Sprouse posted showing the club? Do you remember like how the background there was like no music, no nothing? Well, that's what they're talking about. Like that's what they're talking about is that's how quiet the sound. That's how weird filming a movie actually is. That when the actors are actually filming that moment, then there's no sound. Like they are completely dancing to nothingness. There is no sound, no music, no nothing. Like they are just, looking like idiots, just, dancing in the club. So yeah, just remember that when you're watching the film, that when they were actually on set, there was no music playing, and that can even happen in the fraternity sequences, that when they were actually there on the set on that particular day of filming, there was no music playing, so they were just standing around dancing like idiots, moving to the music like idiots. Now, one of the big questions that a lot of people have had is talking about the trailer and the teaser. Now look, we just finished filming. Of course, there's no way to know exactly when the film will release their first teaser or trailer. Like I continue to say, my prediction is that it will release sometime in November. Either with Last Christmas or with Queen and Slim. Especially with the fact that this film is going to be rated R, because that is what they're promising. That is what they are pitching. So they're pretty much saying that this film will be rated R. I started to wonder if the trailer could have played in front of Little Women, like sometime like around Christmas time, like something like that, like sometime in December, and was like, no, there's no way they could do that because Little Women is rated PG, and there's no way that you can play an R-rated trailer in front of a PG-rated movie. That's just not allowed. So yeah, but yeah, there's no way to know when the trailers or the teasers will drop. My prediction is sometime in November, but it can drop at, anytime, after that. The big thing is that if this film goes straight to Netflix, if Netflix is the new distributor, then it's anybody's guess when the trailers will drop because they are not on the same schedule as everybody else, and they could just randomly, drop trailers at any point in time, even like, about 2 weeks before the film is supposed to come out. So yeah. But again, that's all speculation. Do not freak out. As far as we know, an actual movie studio has picked this thing up for a theatrical distribution. But yeah, so I don't think there's any reason to, even consider the fact that it's Netflix. I think that a real legitimate studio has actually picked it up, and there will be a theatrical release. All right, so yeah, that is the post-production process. I hope you guys learned something. I hope you guys actually listened to all this. So yeah, go ahead and jump down to the comment section below. Let me know what you think. As always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your continued love and support. Remember, if you're not already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and let's go through all the stuff you'll be able to find on this channel right now. So every day I'm going to be doing daily uploads of the After Series read-throughs where I literally go through the books and read to you guys page by page, chapter by chapter. The first 3 books, After We Collided and After We Fell, are already on the channel to their completion. I'm working on After Ever Happy right now. I'll do that, and then I'll also do the book before as well because so many of you guys have actually requested that, so I will be doing that as well. And those will be daily uploads barring any types of personal illnesses or issues. Now that we have the official green light of the After We Collided movie, I'm going to be bringing you guys constant updates on that, so keep looking forward to that. You guys are going to be so updated that you'll be begging me to stop the updates. And what? Did y'all really think that we would also get, After We Fell and After Ever Happy, and I wouldn't be bringing you guys updates on that? Well, guess what? I'll also be bringing you guys constant updates on those as well. So once we get the green light on those 2 movies, I'll also be bringing you guys updates on those as well. Now that the filming of After We Collided has officially ended, every other day I will be starting up again doing the After Series topics. So if there's a topic out there that you guys want to see me talk about, go ahead and either leave it down in the comments, or you can find me on either Twitter, email, or my Facebook. All the relevant information is on the About section of the channel. As always, remember, this channel would not be able to grow to the heights that it has without you guys. And so for that, I am eternally grateful. But I know for a fact that there are plenty of Afternators out there who have no idea that this channel exists. So if you love the channel as much as you say you do, continue to share the channel. Continue to spread the word of Charles's Movie channel, because this will become the best damn After Series channel that you'll find right here on YouTube, or dare I say it, anywhere. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you're not already. Leave a like, leave a comment. Remember, my name is Charles. Welcome to the After Series channel, and I'll see you later, Afternators. Take care, y'all. Love you.